So let's get into it right now. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Yep.
Oh, so you guys are the first time on my show, obviously, and you know I don't have many bands, but I haven't said that I did have one recently. But I think you may be my first American actual band I've had on. So you know that's a good.
Really?
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a pleasure, man.
So obviously there's 3 of you in the band, isn't there? So do you want to introduce yourselves individually?
Sure. I'm Zero. I'm the dude that makes noise and raps and stuff.
The short guy.
Yeah.
I'm Josh. I play guitar and I sing. Yep. And I'm Jeff. I play drums and bang on stuff. That's about it.
The surfer guy.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say then like the medium guy or something. Yeah, I did see in the picture you got quite funny with the way you did it because you got the 2 guys on the outside, the tall guys, and the rapper guys in the middle, like the short one. Looked quite funny.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So yeah, man, give us a download of like how you got into the scene. You can go as far back as you want to go if it's individual or together. But tell us give us the intro of who you guys are, basically.
Well, we're a small band based out of Florida, and essentially what happened was my dad wanted to get a message out of being unmasked, and we touch more on that. We'll probably talk about that later. But he wanted to get this message out, and he wanted a vessel for that. And so there's this one particular event that he played music at, and he thought that we should do something like that. And so he came up to me and he's like, "Hey, you rap, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You want to start covering some songs with a guy from our church, and then we'll go and play at this event?" I'm like, "Sure." And so I get with this guy from our church, and we start working on stuff, and then he eventually leaves, and another guy comes in, and then we just practiced, played some shows, just trying to get up on it. We were a cover band for a long time, and then once everyone was in the band, everyone that you know now, we kind of started creating our own music, and now we're at our second project, which is the one that we did all on our own. Because the first one we worked with some other guys, and they helped us with kind of catching our bearings and figuring out how to do things. And with this album, it was all us in the back of our garage writing some music. So.
Cool. So you're fresh into it, kind of thing, then, because then Stronger is, like you said, you've done it by yourselves, but it is then your second project, like that. You're fresh apart from that.
Yeah.
Cool. So you got together because your dad wanted to make a band that was fresh. So what is your dad's involvement then? Is he like the manager?
Yeah, we call him the dadager. He's kind of a dad for the entire band, and he manages everyone, and he gets all the shows scheduled. He's the one that contacts people. He's the one that reached out to you, and
he handles all the networking, and we make the music.
We go up, make noise, and he takes care of making sure people hear it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good, man. It's good to have someone that's got your back, kind of thing. So, how did you guys know each other before then? Were you deep friends before that?
Well, Jeremiah and Josh, they went to the same church as there was a college that opened up out of this church that I moved to from Daytona Beach, and I was going to school there to get my pilot's license, and my wife and I are training to go to the mission field. And we met them at the same church, and they had kind of been nagging me to join up with them and play the drums, and I eventually gave in, and it turned into more than I could ever imagine, and it really was just a big blessing to be able to do what we do, and the way God kind of brought us together.
Cool, man. And so how about the other 2? Like, you already knew each other?
Well, I actually met Josh helping him move into my old house. Interesting fact about the band is all 3 of us have lived in the same house at different points in our lives. Because I met Josh because I was helping his family move in because I heard there are these people moving into our old house. I'm like, awesome, I'll help them move in. So I show up and we're unpacking stuff. I turn around a corner and this dude throws a 20-pound weight at me thinking I'm his brother. And I'm like, what's up? Name's Jeremiah. Nice to meet you.
Oh, that's dope, man. So how did you all fit into the same house together?
Oh no, we all lived in there at separate points. His family moved in and then moved out, and then another guy's family moved in and moved out, and then the school bought that same house and used that as student housing, and that's where I lived. So it was kind of funny that we all lived in the same place at different points.
Yeah, man, that is actually quite a strange thing, to be honest.
Well, small town, right?